So, why overlapping thoughts and tasks is a bad thing. So today, I'm going to be getting into autism and the focus strategy. So let's get straight into the video.
Get to know me personally with my one-on-one coaching. First call is absolutely free, so check that link out in the description after this video.
So I figured out something crucial the other day while I was watching a go-kart video, and I found that I was thinking of something not to do with karting. So I was trying to focus on this video and also think of something else completely separate to karting, which is my business. And I figured out that if you were to do that over a long period of time, say you did that over a 6-month period, well then you're technically going to be on the back foot because you're thinking of two different things at the same time. So you're not going to make any progress in each area. You won't, because you're trying to do two things at once, or you're trying to think about two things at once, which is not possible. So sometimes as an autistic, we can do that. We can be in two minds, or we're trying to focus on one thing, or maybe we have to focus on one thing because maybe it's school and you have to do that subject at that time. But it would actually be more beneficial to be doing the subjects you need to do, want to do, because then you're going to enhance your focus. So think of it like a lens. You have two lenses. You have the first lens, which is what you're doing, and then you have the second lens, which enhances it, which is your thinking. So you're really focusing on and honing in on what you need to do. But if you distorted that and you've put the first lens on, and then you go to put the second lens on and it's something different, you won't be focused at all. It will be blurry. So you could also make it with magnets. If you're attracting two magnets together, say this is one task, that's another task, and they're the same task, bang, they're going to be attracted to each other. So you're naturally going to get more thoughts. You're naturally going to be better at the task because you have that intense focus. Where if you think about something completely different, both of them are going to repel and you're not going to be able to mesh with the task or mesh with what you're doing at hand. So it's good to be aware of these things, because if you can get on top of it, the less likely these things are going to happen. So for example, say it's been 6 months and I wasn't as aware as I should be, then I could have done 400 tasks, and out of those 400, 300 of them were I wasn't thinking properly and I wasn't honed into it. I was thinking about something else. Or on the other hand, if I was more aware, maybe out of the 400 tasks, I did 150 and I wasn't as aware for the 150, but the rest I was aware because I picked up on it. I realized it. I realized my mistake. And that's why on this channel, I always like to stress the fact about your progress you might not see for a long time, especially when it's positive. Sometimes it is very difficult to see positive progress just because it's small increments. But then once you expand that to a year, once you expand that to 6 months, and you look back, you go, oh, that did work. It's just because our brains have been so consumed by short-term content that we just want everything now and we want it done right. So that's the thing. You need to just do 1% better every day and you're going to get better. That's all you need to do. So my solution to this is, one, becoming more aware of your surroundings and what you're thinking and what you're doing and what you could be doing to further enhance your task so you can correlate it with what you're thinking. And then 2 is try to line up your thoughts with what you're doing. Try to line up what you're thinking right now don't go and do something else. Do that thing right there. Go do it now because you're thinking about it. And maybe it might make you have a realization while doing the task. You might get a light bulb moment because you're really thinking about it. Not overthinking, but you're really processing what you're thinking because it's in your head. And number 3, sometimes you just got to do the task. Sometimes if you don't just do the task and realize these things and notice them, maybe sometimes you just have to go forward and do the task. Sometimes you have to mess up and just try doing it and maybe trying to change your brain and trying to think about something. Because sometimes during life, we have those moments where we have to do a certain thing at a certain time. Sometimes we just can't change it. And yeah, it's very difficult to do that. I find it very difficult to do that, to change. But as long as you try to be aware of it and be aware of what you're thinking, you might catch yourself and you might be able to change it. It really depends on what you're thinking and how you're feeling that day. Anyway, I think that's all for this video. Like and subscribe for more educational content about autism and how to be an independent young man on the autism spectrum. Anyway, thank you.